Okay, Kurt, you had some questions about the storage and whatnot for this particular scooter, as well as how it performs on the freeway. So first of all, yes, the storage compartments are lockable. The way that you lock the storage compartments is the same way that you lock the bike. The key has got to be in the ignition, and it has to be turned to the off position. If it's not turned to the off position, you can actually get into it. But if the wheel is locked, you're not going to get into the storage. This is the storage compartment. The handlebar storage compartment. Not super huge. There's the fuse there. But you can get some of your minor stuff in there. And then you've got a lever here that'll let you into the seat. That's one way to get to the seat. You've also got a lever, or you've also got a button, so you don't have to get into this compartment just to get underneath the seat. But there's two ways to get under the seat. And then here's the under seat compartment. It says online that you're supposed to be able to store a helmet in there. I've never tried putting a helmet in there. It looks like it'd be a little bit small to me for that. Maybe a half helmet, or a 3/4 helmet. Definitely not something with a visor is going to fit in there. I'm sure that won't happen. But as far as the underseat compartment goes, this is big enough to put like a. I've carried netbooks and stuff in here with no problem, and things of that nature. So, and then you've got this up here. There is a feature socket here, as far as honesty goes, because I don't want to sweet talk you or what have you. This feature socket isn't working. I think there's a fuse that's out. That can be replaced, but that's really the only thing wrong with the scooter that I'm aware of. As far as like locking up your helmet, you've got this bar right here, and it just hooks it. You slide the metal grommet of your helmet on here, and then you just push it into that hole. The way that you unlock it is this little lever right here, and so you can lock your helmet to the bike in public. It also has this little red light that flashes. To be honest with you, I'm really not sure what that is, but it makes it look like it's an alarm, so that's helpful. As far as freeway goes, and as again you can see, you can't get into anything because I just locked the wheel. As far as it goes, you're talking about your helix. This is a side-by-side. This is the scooter that we're selling, the BV 250. And if you look at the seat height, you can tell that the seat is actually quite a bit higher than the Elite 250. The Elite 250 is going to sit up a little bit higher still than your helix. In fact, that's the reason, as I stated, that I'm getting rid of the 250, because it's just too tall for me. I've fallen over on it a couple of times just sitting still because my legs aren't reaching the ground. As far as freeway goes, it's got these nice big wheels. I don't know how much the helix weighs, but I do know that this sucker is, I want to say it's 320 pounds, 318 pounds, something like that. So it's got a pretty good weight to it, not quite as heavy as most motorcycles. But I know the Elite 250 weighs significantly less, so that weight's going to help a lot with drafting. I haven't done a whole lot of riding on the freeway. I have done some, and I really haven't had too much trouble with the wind. I have learned how to compensate for that. Depends on your riding skill. But she's pretty good about holding her own. Of course, you're welcome to come ride her and see what I'm talking about. So, and the big wheels do make quite a bit of difference. Again, there's the front wheel, you know, and there's the Honda 250. Again, that's an Elite. It's not a Helix, but it's got those nice big heels. So I would definitely feel more secure about riding the Piaggio in the HOV lane. You know, you never want to go near that crevice that goes down the center of it. But these tires, if you accidentally hit it, are much more likely to be able to handle it than your little Helixes. The Helix is a good scoot, don't get me wrong. Actually, that was one of the ones that I was looking for when I happened across this Elite. But because it does sit up higher, I don't think you're really going to have... I would be much more secure on this scooter than I would on a Helix. It's bigger. It sits up higher. You're much more visible. So I don't know if this information helps, if there's anything else that I can give you, really quickly, so you can kind of get some idea. So we actually haven't, I got this back in November. I haven't really had a reason to do anything to it because it's been so well maintained, but you can see how clean everything is. I had to charge the battery once, but you know, that's about it. So if you have any other questions, just let us know. Thanks. Bye.